He's doing scary things, and if he can develop in the next few years, we're talking Ballon d'Or levels for Turkey. We are. I want 4-5-1 with Haaland dropped.
You don't want Haaland to start against Liverpool?
Not on current form.
It's time for a classic combined 11, I think, because we've got two non-opinionated fans.
Yes,
in
very
the studio
neutral.
today. Very neutral.
The rules are quite straightforward, Joe, as you know. We've asked Alex and Buvey for their combined 11. This is based on this season. Any disagreement of players, Dougie, you are going to be referee and cast the deciding vote. So let's start with goalkeepers. Based on this season, who are you gone with that?
No disagreement here, surely.
Obviously, there's a disagreement because this fella is a better goalkeeper than that fella.
Last
season, next season, doesn't matter.
I think Alisson's top 5 keepers in the history of the league. I think he's been slightly better on form. Alisson's missed months with injury as well. I think Donnarumma coming into a brand new league, he has pulled off some unbelievable saves. But it's a marginal debate. But I think Donnarumma's been better.
Dougie, you have to step in. Bear in mind that it's based on this season.
Yeah, I think that is the big factor, isn't it? I think Alisson's obviously been the best goalkeeper across his entire time in the Premier League, but I do agree with Buvey. Aside from being a little bit shaky on some crosses, I think there has been some outstanding saves and some big moments, so I would give it to Donnarumma.
You've been surprised at how good Donnarumma's been so quickly?
No, because if you look at his record, people don't even talk about the fact that, you know, PSG had never won a Champions League before he rocks up, and he's putting off unbelievable saves. He wins a treble. He's won a title with Italy as well. He's one of the best keepers in the history of modern football, and he is.
Not sure about
of
that,
this era of football. He's in there with the Alissons and the Courtois.
Yeah, he won the Champions League. You have to give him
one of the best
massive
keepers in the
respect for
history of modern football.
Like in the last
big
20
claims.
years, Donnarumma's probably top 10 in the history of football in the last 15, 20 years, quite easily for his record, for the level of keeper that he is. And I think people were ripping into him for his feet as well. He's been good with his feet. He hasn't made any mistakes in terms of passing it out. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, I think catching crosses, Alisson's better. Playing out from the back, I'd probably still go Alisson. Shot stopping, it's a toss-up between them both. But yeah, maybe not this season, Alisson, because he has been injured a lot. I know he has a diet of just steak, but maybe a couple of veggies, Ali, if you're watching.
Couple of veggies.
Dougie's
called it.
Dougie's called it.
Dougie might have to do the honours, stick
I
it
think
on.
what's interesting as well, from a PSG perspective, they're really missing him as well. They've already dropped his replacement, Chevalier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to right back then. And
No
I think there's another disagreement.
Yeah, because he's not a right back. That's why I'm disagreeing with
Is
that.
he a right
I
back?
can't see that.
He's a wing back,
well,
isn't
he
he?
can be.
He's a right winger.
Can be.
And
Do you know what?
injured
He's
a lot.
very much improved.
Yeah.
The cross that he did for Haaland in the Liverpool game,
Yeah,
the
he's
3-0.
picking up big assists.
He does get big assists, but an out and out. Listen, is Jeremy Frimpong an out and out right back? Probably not. But from what I've seen, going to the games in the last, I know he's injured at the minute, but in the last kind of month, he's been one of our most creative players, especially in the absence of Mo Salah. So
He's been really good, but they've got I think City have got a real issue at right back, linked in the January transfer market for a couple of right backs, and obviously going into the summer as well. But you've missed Trent in a big way, and I think he's a bit of a stopgap. He's not a real right back in a back four. I think he could play as a right winger, maybe as a squad option, or in a back three system. But Núñez has been brilliant, so balanced, control on the ball, big assists. Obviously above you in the table as well. That does matter in terms of Premier League form. Good in the Champions League. He's been brilliant, Núñez.
Do you think he's been one of the most underrated players this season? I think people still talk about Matheus Núñez like he's not playing well at right back, like he hasn't adapted to that role. And whenever you watch City, he looks so comfortable.
Do you think that's
back.
because regularly in every window you alluded to that, you are always linked with the right back, which then puts question marks over whoever is playing in that position?
I think he's fairly rated. I think City fans respect how good he has been. I don't think he's I don't think he's the best right back in the league by any stretch of imagination, but I think he's better than Frimpong.
Joint most assists by defenders in the Premier League this season, incidentally, Núñez. Dougie, do you want to step in and give us your thoughts as the judge?
I think Frimpong started quite slowly, then got injured, then came back and showed a lot better form, now injured again, whereas Matheus Núñez has been pretty much ever present. As you say, I think Frimpong's still got a lot to prove as a Liverpool player. Matheus Núñez has delivered, I think, as a right-back this season. I think he will ultimately be replaced this summer, but I think for a stopgap, he's done very well. So I'd give it to Núñez.
That's 2-0 then.
Okay.
2-0.
I loved how they were looking at you. They're both looking at you with bated breath. They're waiting on the announcement. Let's do the centre-backs together.
You're
So I think there's total agreement here.
I mean,
for
these
the first
two
time.
should have been playing for Liverpool together this season. This fella was...
How gutted were you that you didn't get Gahey over the line?
I mean, when I heard that Steve Parish was in the gym with his phone off
Doing
at
yoga.
5:30 till 6:30 and the deadline was 7, he knew exactly what he's doing. This guy was having pictures taken in Liverpool tracksuits, people at home. And I look at him now and I think, So, yeah, these are the two.
I think Gahey should have been on our top 10 list. But also Van Dijk has been absolutely brilliant this season, gone right under the radar. Yes, there's some high-profile mistakes in there. But I think your defence has really tightened up in recent weeks. I think it has. I think Van Dijk's been brilliant.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
No need for you there,
disagreement.
Duke. So
No
we
need
stick
for
them
you there,
straight up.
There you go.
But there is at left back, I think.
I knew you were going to do this.
This is hard. I think, is it Kerkez? Yeah, Kerkez has really improved in recent weeks. Do you know what I mean? I know he started really poor. I think he's definitely improved. I think Nico O'Reilly's been more consistent at left back. I know he's playing midfield now. I think O'Reilly's had a better season.
He's a big lad, isn't he? I didn't realise how tall he is. It's difficult with Kerkez because, like you say, coming in to replace Andy Robertson is one of the toughest tasks in Premier League history. But now he's actually ousted him out of the team. We've seen Robbo linked with Spurs, Atletico
What do you make of
Madrid.
that?
No, he can't go. If you get rid of some, I look at him as like a James Milner. He's a standards man. He's the vice captain, but he's a standards man in the change room, making sure everyone's on it at training. But this fella does need credit in the last 2 months because of the fact that he's now just moved Robbo to the side. Great assist for Ekitike against Newcastle the other night, up and down. And, he's definitely got that fight in him as well. He goes to ground a lot, but I think he's settled now at Liverpool.
He struggled, didn't he, at the start of the season?
Big time.
That run of form were arguably Liverpool the worst Premier League champions of all time. Arguably. Kerkez is a big part of it.
Who's arguing that? You.
I'm throwing it out there for you lads to discuss. It's not for me.
Chelsea 2012, I think.
You're right there with Leicester City as one of the worst of all time, no question about it. But Kerkez was a big part of it defensively. He was letting a lot go past him. He was poor defensively.
Yeah, but we're talking about now, aren't we? He's not doing
O'Reilly's
that anymore.
better. O'Reilly's better.
He's not.
100%.
As a left back.
Yeah. Plays for England. He'll play for England.
Doogie.
Again, it feels like I'm leaning so heavily towards Man City, but I think across the entire season I would give it to Nico O'Reilly. But credit to Milos Kerkez, particularly in that draw against Arsenal, keeping Saka very, very quiet in that game.
Pocketed him, mate.
I know Saka's not had his best season as well, but Nico O'Reilly can play in a variety of different positions. And I'm kind of with Buvey. I think left back, with Lewis Hall having some injury issues this year, with Mars Lewis-Skelly not playing for Arsenal anymore, I think he probably will go to the World Cup.
Are you surprised at how many times you're saying I agree with Buvey on the show?
I am, yeah.
No surprise
It's not my
there.
normal state.
Okay,
Pick him up.
him
I'm
up.
going to be complaining
Love
to
you, Boo.
Ofcom, lads, because this is not good.
Right, first midfielder. I think there's an agreement in the first one.
Easy.
We got that?
Easy.
Yeah,
Both got McGravenberch. Talk to us about him from a Liverpool fan's perspective.
Do you know what? When Klopp signed him in 2023, he didn't really settle. He was quite weak on the ball. Didn't really have those long strides that we see now. But the confidence. I mean, Young Player of the Year last year, was in the Team of the Year. And it's the turns for me. It's that spatial awareness to almost hold someone off. The ball, and he just lets the ball roll. He doesn't even touch it sometimes. And already he's got away from 2 players. So, again, absolute stalwart in our midfield for the last 2 years now. And, yeah, love him.
Most interceptions as well, I believe, in the Premier League
And he's
for
not
Liverpool.
even really a number 6.
No,
No,
really.
And obviously, you're not bringing anybody to the table here. Have you been a bit disappointed by your midfield options this season?
I think Rodri's been good. He hasn't been better than Ryan Gravenberch, 100% not. And Nico Gonzalez has missed a large part of the season. But Nico Gonzalez, his form in the first third of the season was absolutely incredible. But I've not picked him. I just think Gravenberch is a genuinely world-class footballer. He's the one player. We could debate Salah, Van Dijk, all these guys, their levels, Wirtz when he's come in. He's the one that's been 8 out of 10 every single week, in my honest opinion. The goal against Newcastle at the start of the season.
Brilliant finish.
He's world-class
Goal in
my
the
opinion.
derby as well, that kind of half volley lift over Pickford.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Stick
I
him
love
up
it.
then.
I love it,
him up.
mate. Are we going there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the 8, if you want for Dom.
Who have you got?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's good.
Szoboszlai.
What's going on now?
This is weird.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. of him.
No temptation for Bernardo?
I'm not. Look, in the Liverpool game, I don't want Bernardo to start the game right now on form because I want to see the likes of Reinders, Nico Gonzalez if he's back, and Rodri.
You don't want to see Bernardo start that game?
Not necessarily. Off the bench, I think he's got a really big role to play. I'm looking for legs. I think Szoboszlai, his athleticism, his quality on the ball, I think Szoboszlai, along with Gravenberch, has been Liverpool's best player this season.
Yeah.
I think he is Liverpool's best player this season. We've spoken about him
agree.
already, but sensational. We'll go here.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's so many aspects of which he is leading that in the metrics as well. Most possession won, distance, sprints, chances created for Liverpool in the Premier League this season. Also the multitude of positions he's had to play in as well. I think it's been brilliant. So no surprise to see Szoboszlai there.
In the 10.
So, hear me out on this one, right?
Is that Florian?
If you allow me this one, trust me, you're going to be very happy with my next 3. And you.
I'm not letting that. I can't, man.
So,
Why Cherky over Wirtz then?
Well, firstly, he costs a fifth of the price. This guy costs nearly £120 million.
Not his fault.
And his form in the last few weeks has been really good. It has. Link up with Ekitike. But we're living off scraps here. This guy, 20 GA in all competitions, missed 2 months. The most technically gifted footballer I've seen at the club for a long time, Cherky. He's doing scary things. And if he can develop in the next few years, we're talking Ballon d'Or levels for Cherky. We are. I'm not gassing. He's so young as well. and I think he'd go into the side easily. I think Wirtz has really struggled at the start of the season.
You think Ballon d'Or for Chucky? What sort of time frame are you putting on that?
I'll go, 5 years.
This is getting clipped up, by the way.
5 years is fair.
This is another Rory Haaland moment.
You know, when you look at certain players in the league, you think, could they go on to that level to win a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
you need technical brilliance, you need to win trophies. Man City have got a history of doing that, of course, Champions Leagues. Cherky's the one who's got real technical ability to do that.
I think no one's disputing that. I think if you were to watch any player go to a training ground, technically he'd probably be the standout Premier League player in terms of touch, showboat, technique-wise.
Oh, are we talking about Flo here?
But we're talking about Cherky. Go on, because he has been in a bit of form recently. So go on, bring
There's one stat
Wirtz's
I love
argument
about
to the
this
table.
fella, right? Between him and Ekitike, there's 7 assists between each other this season. They're both under 23. The last time that happened with 2 Liverpool players under 23 at this stage of the season, Gerrard and Owen in 04. So for me, having watched him really struggle at the start, puts on 4 kilo of muscle recently. I heard he's like a big pancake fan in the canteen. So yeah, we're going to see a lot more from this fella.
Got all the food intel.
Yeah. And is that's your argument for putting him forward?
So
not just that.
Does the price tag have to factor in here? Is that unfair?
No, but if you sign someone for big money, they have to land, don't they? It's not his fault, of course not. He's a brilliant footballer, but he's come in as a player who's a German international. He's won a league title with Leverkusen, played in the Champions League consistently, and he did struggle. I think he's turned things around now, but Cherky's come in instantly against Wolves. He gets an assist and a goal. He was unbelievable at Molineux in the first game of the season. So his consistency, Cherky's just higher than Wirtz.
Dougie, where do you stand on this?
Oh, it's killing me because, I mean, Florian Wirtz was probably my favourite player in Europe when he was at Leverkusen, but he did get off to a really slow start. He has been phenomenal in the last couple of months. Cherky's had a few injury issues, but across the whole season, I have to agree with Buvey. I think it's Ryan Cherky.
Dude, who do you think has the highest ceiling? Before you, obviously place Cherky down, but who's got the highest ceiling, do you think, out of Cherky and Wirtz?
Look, they're both phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I think there's a higher chance for me that Florian Wirtz will go down as a Premier League great. I absolutely love him, but across this season, I think it's Ryan Cherky.
You have to win Premier League
But Ryan
titles to be
Cherky
a
is
Premier
also
League
a couple of years younger than Wirtz.
But how many Premier League titles is he going to win? Liverpool won 2 in 35 years. I mean,
Actually,
that's not great.
2 in 5.
No, 2 in 35 years.
Also, Buvey,
We
there's
went 30
speculation
years.
about Pep leaving. We don't know what the future holds for Man City either.
Interesting. Good debate, that one. Let's move on to the right wing position.
Yeah.
Both gone with
I mean,
Semenyo.
another player that I think we should have gone for in January. I think, right foot, left foot. There was that really tight finish at Bournemouth, if you remember earlier on the season, where he scores an impossible goal. Yeah, I actually like him as a footballer, as a person. So, yeah, and this guy is obviously who I'm worried about the most. So he's got to go in.
I think he's so good, by the way, that I could see Semenyo down the middle as well as a striker. I think he's that good as a finisher. And he's such an intelligent footballer. We're talking about him left wing, right wing. What about down the middle? Seriously, I think he's that good.
We've got Erling Haaland there, don't you?
Yeah, you can rotate. You can play 4-4. What about 4-4-2? I miss 4-4-2, lads. I do. What about 4-4-2? Let's play Haaland and Semenyo down the middle. And we saw against Newcastle in the League Cup. He was very narrow with
Cherky off
Marmoush.
the right.
Yeah, but let's do.
I can see him down the
4-4-2.
middle. I mean, Mane played right, left, and through the middle, and he reminds me of him with his unpredictability a little bit. Because as a defender, you're facing up. You're thinking, well, what side's he going to go? He can go anywhere.
Yeah.
So, like him.
So he's nailed in.
He's in there.
Tap in.
Only
We go
2
here.
players with more goals in the Premier League this
AGT,
season
you need
than
to work
him.
hard, mate, because you've
I know.
got 3
Well,
Liverpool
this is why I
players on the
wanted
board.
Flo to go there, because I was being very nice, mate. But next up,
Let's do left wing, shall we?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think this is a cop-out for you,
This is
we
horrible.
we
This is a
predicted
cop-out.
this as well.
Oh,
Joe and I
have we done
predicted
this?
this one
Have we done
happen.
the same thing?
You know what they're doing.
It's a cop-out,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think he doesn't play there.
I think this is a major cop-out.
What we're trying to do, without even telling each other.
Let's bring Dougie in.
4-4-2
Have they bottled it here?
I think they have slightly. He obviously deserves to be in it or be in the conversation, but I think they know who's going to be at striker, so they're trying to get him on the left. But if you're choosing between the left wingers, it would be more interesting to have an
It's called
Gakpo in the
shoehorning, lads. So he has to be in the team. We know who's coming up in a minute. And he has played out on the left for Liverpool. We know that kind of cutting in, that right-footed, almost Thierry Henry kind of finish is in his locker. So just to get him in this team, I've had to put him on the left.
Is there a world in which he can get to Haaland's goal-scoring output levels?
Not the numbers. In terms of level, in terms of like an out-and-out finisher, the numbers are scary. Like he's scoring Cristiano Ronaldo level goals. Like it's ridiculous. But as an actual technical footballer, as a striker, I think he's up there with Haaland already in terms of what I'm seeing. But for some reason, Haaland just translates to more goals, more numbers than Ekitike ever will. But I think he's right up there. I think he's the second best striker in the league.
Yeah, and like I said, that connection between Flo and Hugo is really coming to the front now. So
how's it going to work when Isak's back fit?
That's the £125 million question, I think, and that's where Arne Slot needs to earn his money as the manager. I think when Isak does come back, I mean, we saw it in the earlier stages of the season. Hugo gets off to a flyer. Isak obviously struggles. Listen, I don't have the answer for that, to be honest. You're going to have to rotate. You're going to have to go with form.
Is Isak off the left?
It more?
Because Isak did that for Newcastle. I know he's a number 9. He's got experience there. But Isak started his career at Newcastle off the left.
We have started both of them, by the way, this season in the same team. So let's see how that goes.
So you displace Isak and keep Ekitike through the middle?
Based on what I've seen, I think Ekitike's got a higher ceiling than Isak.
Despite the fact you've got Ekitike in your hand as a magnet on the left wing.
Yeah, I think he's got. Yeah, because Haaland's better than both of them.
Okay, stick him up then. Interesting debate.
And then Slot has also used like a diamond or a box midfield, so they could potentially play together. Ekitike and Isak.
Yeah, it's a nice
Maybe
problem
it's
to have, though, isn't it?
future-proofing for when Salah's not around as well.
But then one of them has to play on the right.
Well,
Let's
you
play
could
4-4-2,
go
lads.
you could go 4-4-2 or
Buvey
box
wants
and then
4-4-2
two
back,
up.
don't you?
I want Thomas Tuchel to play
Teams are
4-4-2. I want
playing
Guardiola
two
to
up
play
top now.
4-4-2.
A lot of teams are playing
Yeah, I
two
love
up top.
4-4-2. It's a great system.
Okay, fair play.
So that leaves the number 9.
And we know who that is. Even though he's, 2 and 11?
2 and 11.
Yeah. I mean, it's Haaland.
Are you worried about that, Booze?
Yeah, this is the point of the season where you want. It's nice scoring goals in August, September, October, of course, and he's brilliant at doing that, and he's won league titles with his goals. There are moments where you're thinking there's a finish against Sunderland he should have pulled off, one against Chelsea, and you think, wow.
He does miss a few sitters.
I know, he's still, but we forget how young he is. Like, Drogba's scoring big goals when he was 30, when he was 29. Haaland's still so young.
How old
that
is he now?
Mid-20s. Got the rest of his life ahead of him. He does. But I want him to mature. I want him to grab games by the scruff of the neck, lads.
Any kids yet?
The rest of his life.
I want him to honestly grab football matches by the scruff. Be angry. I don't want him to be hugging Udogie, drawing to Spurs. These aren't the levels. They're not.
I mean, he did throw a ball at Gabriel's head. Do you want to see more
Yeah,
of
but
that?
I want to see him be rough. I want to see aggression. Do you want to win a league title? That's what I'd say to Erling Haaland. He's the biggest guy in the team, like he is.
Is there any world in which, so Mr. Marmoush is playing well when he comes into that team, is there a world in which across the second half of the season Marmoush starts ahead of Haaland?
Yeah, I don't want Haaland to start against Liverpool. I want it to be Marmoush. I want Reinders floating in there, Cherky, Foden.
That is huge, bro.
I want 4-5-1 with Marmoush.
Dropped.
You don't want Haaland to start against Liverpool?
Not on current form.
Wow.
Seriously.
Marmoush did score 2 in his last game.
Yeah, but he's Erling Haaland.
I know. I mean, if you're saying that, I'll agree with you, mate.
Counter-attacking. Liverpool have a lot of the ball. Marmoush in behind with pace. Poor.
Who's quicker, Marmoush or him?
Marmoush, I'd say.
Cross 20 metres.
No, Haaland is...
Marmoush has a different kind of pace.
Battering ram, this fella.
No,
Also, I know we're talking about recent form. He's still got 20 goals in 24. Like just to remind everyone, like this, the actual record across the whole season, which this metric is based on.
Yeah.
Is there? You both gone Haaland anyway.
Right,
so
stick him
sticking with
up.
that. Any close ones like Foden? Obviously,
No Foden.
bit of form. I think it's worth a discussion.
No,
Doku.
no.
Any other players? No?
Nico
Okay.
Gonzalez, I think he's got a fair shout. Actually, Rodri's not been too bad. But that midfield's really competitive. I think Gravenberch's been brilliant.
The Ryan Cherky, Florian Wirtz felt like the closest. Otherwise, I think it kind of picks itself.
Okay.
I
there we
say
go.
that, but I do disagree with the right back and the left back. But, can't win them all.
But what do you guys at home make of their combined 11? There it is. In all of its glory. Just 4 Liverpool players making the team.